Carrie Patton plays the part of Tommy, a former military interrogator who's a single father who is going through a pretty tough time when his daughter falls victim to a child predator.
His whole mentality is he wants to transition from the sheepdog who's meant to protect his flock to I'm now on the hunt to find that predator who harmed my flock.
We come to meet Maggie, who is a local law enforcement person.
I am the local cop who has, I guess, an underlying love or definitely like a care for Tommy.
We left her open for viewers to determine who is this woman. I mean, we know she's a detective. We know that she cares passionately about Thomas.
I just love and care enough about him to walk through with him this process.
Then there's Kevin. Kevin is a troubled guy who may have found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time.
He's a dirtball, and he's a child predator.
And gets blamed for Tommy's misfortune.
My first agent was a guy by the name of Michael Owens. Mike is a U.S. military veteran. He's an Army veteran. And I told him, I said, look, Mike, I'm making a movie up here. I need 2 actors. And he said right away, like, there was no question about it. He already knew who I needed. And I called those 2 individuals up. They came up, I think, within a week of me calling them.
I have been working for the last 3 years in this business, primarily as a commercial actress and model.
Kalani showed up on set and within less than an hour was filming. And I'm not sure she's ever worked on anything of this caliber before, but she appeared as if she had.
She's incredibly fun, incredibly talented, down for anything, has absolutely no ego or self-consciousness.
She was raw, and she didn't try to act. She became what we wanted her to become, and she was such an easy gem to work with.
Michael McFadden is one of those cats that you just like to hang around.
Michael's doing phenomenal. Michael McFadden. He's got his own movie, Blood Runners, coming out. He was just on The Tick. He Gotham. Like, he's doing great.
Michael's an interesting guy because he had to play a character that the audience doesn't know how to feel about.
I've been on a lot of sets, but I've never seen a guy show up that was giddy to do what he did. Never said no to anything. Always wanted to try something new. Was all about collaboration. He was a consummate professional, and then, an amazing person outside of that.
Ed's just one of the most fascinating idea guys when it comes to film and television that I think I've ever met.
Ed's very meticulous. He does a really great job on staying up on everybody.
Ed is that type of guy that he's like a Lamborghini on a racetrack. Give him the keys. Don't stop him until he's out of gas.
When you meet Mark, he's got a really laid-back attitude, and you worry, if that carries over into his professional work. But when you see him start to, on the set, start to work, he knows what he's doing, and he's very professional.
Mark specifically brings a load of experience with him from Hollywood.
I learned a lot from him about camera work, cinematography, and all of that, watching him work as efficiently as he did.
Carrie's interesting because he's one of those guys that comes off as very, like, almost aloof. And I don't say that negatively. There's almost a carefree attitude to him.
Carrie, coming from a military background, you would expect to be, stereotypically a little more domineering, but he's not. He's very open on set, and he does allow input from everyone there.
There's a couple of really intensely emotional scenes with Carrie, and I know the minute before we said action, he was like giggling or doing something goofy, and then the moment of action is, he was just like, woof. It was really strange, and I think it's because he's so playful that he can be dramatic. I always think that people who are funny can be dramatic because I don't think that they're afraid to be, like, embarrassed. And if they're willing to be comedic, I think that they're willing to be dramatic. I think that it's easier for them to get to dramatic because they have nothing to lose.